Bookworms and constant readers, welcome back to Final Girl Horror. I am Chelsea. Today I'm going to be recording like 7 videos for the channel. I got a bunch of movie reviews. I have a book review. So yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to start out with the 34th film from the 1001 movies you must see before you die book. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will leave a link up here so you can check that video out. I have them all in the 1001 movies now. These are not in any particular order. I go through this every video with these movie reviews. The way the book lays the movies out is it starts in 1900, it goes to 2020, and then year by year it lists the movies that you should see from that year. And in the front of the book they have a checklist. If you would like to watch all those movies, you could go through in alphabetical order and watch all the movies, which is what I am doing. I thought this would be pretty interesting for the channel. Add some more content. And the point of all these movie reviews is to do the book justice. I felt like doing the 1001 albums you must hear before you die. I really, even though I did 2 videos on that, I don't really think I did that book justice if I would have went through each album. So I'm doing that with the movies, but since this is a horror channel and it's mainly horror novels, I do look for horror connections with those movies. So with that being said, this is number 34. It is All Quiet on the Western Front. This film came out in 1930. It is 2 hours and 32 minutes long, and if you are interested in watching it, you can find it for free on Tubi. The director is, let me get my glasses so I can read this, Lewis Milestone. He's done a few films that I recognize. He did the adaptation of Mice and Men. He did one of the many adaptations of Les Miserables. With this being a book channel, I for sure wanted to mention those movies. He's also done Pork Chop Hill, the original Ocean's 11, and Mutiny on the Bounty. The cast of this movie, it's pretty large, but because this is such an older movie and I don't know any of these people, none of them stood out as like big name stars that I knew. I really only focused my cast on 2 people. And one is because they are in another movie that is based on a book that I have seen, so that's why I mentioned them. And they were the only person in the film that I actually recognized from a film that I had seen. So you have Lou Aries, who plays Paul, and then the person I was just talking about is John Ray, who plays Himmelstars, I think is how you say their name. And he was in Gone with the Wind. You can comment below if you've seen the original All Quiet on the Western Front and you know some of these actors. Comment below what you've seen them in, what they've been in, because I didn't recognize any of them but one. So for awards, this was nominated for 4 Academy Awards, and it won 2. It won in 1930 for Best Picture and Best Director. And surprisingly, there are some horror connections. I did not expect any horror connections, but there are. So the main person, Lou Aries, who plays Paul, in 1953 he was in Donovan's Brain. In 1946 he was in The Dark Mirror. In 1978 he's in Damien the Omen 2. I don't remember him from this film. And also the next miniseries, I don't remember him from this either, but he was in the 1979 Stephen King's Salem's Lot miniseries. And then you have Louis Wolheim, who did silent horror in 1920, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, another book adaptation. And then 1923, The Last Moment, which I've never heard of, but those are both silent films. And then John Ray, who I mentioned was in Gone with the Wind. In 1932, he was in a horror film called Dr. X. In 1939, The Cat and the Canary. In 1932, Miracle Man. And in 1931, Safe in Hell. So what is All Quiet on the Western Front about? So the main character is Paul, and a group of his friends who are in high school, they are kind of duped by their teacher to join the army. This takes place during World War I. And they have like this delusions and grandeur about how it's going to be in the war because of their teacher. They're young and they're gullible, and this is a anti-war film. This addresses shell shock, or what we now call PTSD. Paul is out here in the trenches. It's dirty, it's uncomfortable, it's rat infested. Him and his company are starving. They're given sawdust to eat. And the longer the war goes on, the more sawdust is put in the food. And so now the men are having all these digestion issues, stomach aches, all kinds of stuff. And that kind of really surprised me because I'd never seen this film before. And in 1930, a film addressing stuff like that. This movie, it's in black and white. It's really good. The thing I think is most unbelievable about the film that I kind of dinged it for and didn't give it 5 stars was you have all of these American actors playing German soldiers. And they're not even attempting like German accents. There's no subtitles. They're not speaking in German. That kind of takes away from the authenticity of the film. The story is just about Paul and his friends and what they went through in the war. And for a brief period, Paul comes home on leave and he doesn't fit in anymore. He's worried about what's going on with his friends on the front lines. He has all these, experts telling him what needs to be done, and they've never been in a war zone. And he's really messed up going back to the civilized world out of the war zone, and he can't wait to go back to the war. He actually leaves his family and his friends and everything early because he just can't take it anymore and wants to get back to the front lines. And this film really does a good job of addressing like the horrors of war when it comes to the mental scars and the things that people who fight these wars have to deal with after the war is over. It's a great movie. I loved it. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. That's all I have for you for this one. I hope you'll check out this movie. If you've seen this movie and you like it, comment below. Hit the like button. It helps out the channel. I'm trying like crazy to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the year. We lost a few subscribers. We're down to the low 70s now. I think it's like 71 or 72. So hit that bell so you know when new videos come out. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Till next time, watch more movies and read more books.